King Callum Walsh making the walk in another main event live on UFC Fight Pass. But Peter Welch, this one is different. We're in Boston, Massachusetts on the eve of St. Patrick's Day. It's an away game for Callum, who trains and fights out of Hollywood. What is that like for this young man? At 22 years old, he's living in the spotlight and seems unfazed by it.
Well, Boston's the type of place where you're right at home if you're an Irishman. So he is at home. This is home turf. And the people of Boston have shown that through their support. Just look around. You see all these people are here for Callum. And, you know, Francis, guys like Francis. These are up-and-coming rising stars of the area, you know, and we adopted Callum as one of our own.
Dana White said the Irish thing is powerful and it's palpable as well. You can tell that, you know, this Irish thing is a brand thing for Callum Walsh. If you look at, you know, the fighting history of Ireland and the fighting history of boxing, it just makes sense, Doug, to bring this fight card to Beantown.
Oh, absolutely. It doesn't hurt when your trainer is a Hall of Famer who's from this area.
Right.
I'm sure folks are very proud of what Freddie Roach has gone on to do during his career as a trainer as well as a fighter, and they're welcoming them both back.
King Callum Walsh is inside the ring, ready to go to work here in our main event. For our official introductions, here is Joe Martinez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live around the world on UFC Fight Pass from Agganis Arena here on the campus of Boston University in Boston, Massachusetts. This is the main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing, this scheduled in the super welterweight division. Presented by Tom Loeffler's 360 Promotions and sponsored by Hustler Casino. Storage Blue, Meet Boston, Akiki Auto Body, and East Coast Recovery Centers. Sanctioned by the Massachusetts State Athletic Commission. Commissioner in attendance is Guy Licciardi. The three judges scoring this bout at ringside, Joe Apici, Gary Litchfield, and John Morrell. And when the action begins inside the ring, veteran referee in charge, Leo Gerstel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready and the fighters are ready. Boston, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red, black, and gold. He weighed in officially 158 pounds even. A veteran of 19 professional fights, his record 15 victories, 4 defeats with 9 wins, coming by way of knockout from Toledo, Ohio. Here is Wesley Tucker! And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Wearing Irish black, green, and orange. He weighed in 156 1/4 pounds. In 5 bouts as a young professional, he stands perfect in the ring. 5 victories, no defeats, 4 big wins coming by way of knockout. He is the undefeated fighting pride of Cork, Ireland, King Callum
Anything down here is low, anything here is low. Watch the heads, watch the holder, obey my commands at all times. Touch him up, good luck, guys.
Leo Gerstel getting this main event assignment. It is the Freddie Roach trained King Callum Walsh.
Good.
Taking on the Ohio native in Wesley Tucker.
Joe, you're good. I got a doctor here. Where's my doctor? Where's my doc? Okay.
The Agganis Arena coming alive. Callum Walsh, Wesley Tucker. Our main event underway. TJ DeSantis, Douglas Fisher, Peter Welch. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Hollywood Fight Nights Boston here on UFC Fight Pass. Talk about the evolution of Callum Walsh. Doug, you've called his fights. What do you expect from Callum in this step in his evolutionary process?
Well, I expect him not to be in a rush, to take his time, but to pick his shots and to look for that sure shot. He wants to check the chin of his opponent in the opening round. He was used to first-round knockouts, his first 3 fights. In fact, after his first 3 fights, I couldn't tell you what kind of style he had. I couldn't tell you if he was a pressure fighter, if he was a boxer, or, you know, a counter puncher or whatever, because he was getting these guys out with blind shots too quickly. It wasn't until his 4th pro bout where he went 6 rounds that I could tell he is a nimble boxer puncher. But what I really saw beyond just the speed and power of his punches was the creativity of his combinations and his punch placement. He likes to keep his opponents guessing, so he doesn't throw repetitive combinations. He's always trying to catch them with that shot that they don't see. So he really is a thinking boxer, but he just happens to have really good hand speed and power.
Yeah, he's showing that early, up and down. He's setting up the hook off the jab. You know, Tucker's slick. He's a dangerous guy. He caught him with a hook on the way in.
Yeah, I saw that. He's a good counter puncher. He's very strong, as his physique would suggest. And he kind of fights in a shell. He has that high guard, and because he's so stout and compact, it's kind of hard to get to him. You got to bang on his arms and his gloves.
Got to break him down a little bit. We'll take a page out of Francis Hogan's book where he controlled that distance. I think it would hold to Callum's favor to do that.
That was a nice right to the
hook.
body, from Callum Walsh. So Callum will tap him upstairs to bring that guard up just enough to where that elbow exposes the lower rib cage, and then you'll see Callum tap him downstairs.
Well, to see his punches up close, you can really see that power.
He's fast, but he's also fluid. He's not like loading up necessarily, or it doesn't look like he's loading up.
Very relaxed.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Final 30 seconds here of round number 1.
But a relaxed intensity, right, Doug?
Yes, he's very focused. He's like a hawk looking for, his prey to swoop down on.
10 seconds. Time.
First round down. We are scheduled for 10. 9 to go here in this super welterweight main event.
Well done.
In the corner here with Freddie Roach.
Peter, did you see, right as the bell rang, he was loading up with the right, he stopped it.
Pulled on.
Right in mid-swing, he just stopped. He's got that kind of control. Very good opening round, and we got to remind the viewers that he hadn't trained for this style of opponent. He had trained for a 6-foot-tall, orthodox, come-forward brawler.
Right, this is a late replacement. This guy got injured.
He was doing a lot of sparring with veteran Gabriel Rosado. He's getting ready to face a southpaw, a light heavyweight southpaw on Saturday.
It's a perfect training camp sparring partner, but didn't work out.
Box.
Round 2 underway. King Callum Walsh in the black, green, and orange, representing his native Ireland, taking on the Ohio native Wesley Tucker in the red, black, and gold.
Watch the heads. Watch the heads.
I have to figure with the extensive amateur background that Callum has, he's faced more than a few lefties as an amateur.
I would think so, because at that higher level, you'll see more lefties.
You see a lot of southpaws.
Oh, he's hurt.
Tag now, drops him. Tucker.
He hit him in the back of the head.
4, 5,
Leo
6,
Gerstel
7,
issuing the count.
8. You all right?
He's taking the knee.
Come to me. Box.
Back underway.
Tucker very composed, but yeah, he's still getting hit high on the head. Getting nailed in the forehead and the temple, and now some body shots from Walsh.
Off the back.
A lot of time left here in this round as well.
No, he's going to get him out of there.
Coming alive with shots, picking him wisely is King Callum Walsh.
These left crosses are right to the temple.
Right on the temple.
And that has a way of discombobulating a fighter.
Yeah. And sometimes guys don't recover the whole fight.
There was the right to the body.
Wow. He's still got to be careful, though.
Yeah, Tucker has power, and he's a good counterpuncher. And he lays in wait.
I don't know why he's not punching back. There he goes. He just don't have it. Yeah, he don't have it.
Well, his legs may not be under him.
Yeah, he's still out of it.
And when you're eating body shots like that, that's going to keep you on the defensive.
A lot of time here for Callum Walsh to work. A touch over a minute remains here in round number 2. Wesley Tucker just holding on here, trying to move, but eating a lot of punishment.
A lot of time left.
Callum smiling right now.
Got to throw, brother.
He's staying just out of range of that cross. He's going down.
Second time now in this round that Tucker has hit the mat.
4, 5.
Complaining of the shot to the back of the head.
7, 8. You want to keep going? He's not hitting you in the back of the head, friend. Box.
Leo Gerstel saying no, those shots aren't to the back of the head. Trying to fight his way through it here is Tucker.
And before that, he was telling Tucker to punch or he's going to stop it. So he should listen to the ref and throw some punches.
More punishment here.
Over there.
Now down.
They're going to call it.
Corner's going to stop it.
4,
That's it.
5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
Able to stand. That's it. That's a wrap. King Callum Walsh. Now 6-0 as a pro. He wins this one via knockout.
He was head tapping him on top. He never hit him.
Tucker not happy with it, but
I didn't see the punches in the back of the head. Did you, Doug?
Maybe there was one like that produced that first knockdown.
Early on.
Maybe he turned. We'll have to see the replays. But once he got him into his own corner, all those shots were to the forehead and the temple area. And he mixed in some choice body shots with all those head shots.
He just couldn't recover. It was too much, overwhelming for him.
Callum Walsh able to put on a show tonight in front of UFC President Dana White and the city of Boston. The fighting pride of Cork, Ireland, now 6-0 as a pro. Solid bit of work as the Irishman will raise his flag in victory tonight here in Boston, Massachusetts.
Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. 3 more fights are headed your way tonight. 3 more fights. Don't miss the action.
It was scheduled for 10 rounds. Didn't go nearly that far. What did you learn tonight, Peter, from Callum Walsh?
Oh my God, the power up close like that. It's, 10 times worse than I saw it in the other fights.
Right.
Now up close, you could just see it. The speed, the fluidity, the power, as Doug mentioned, just that constant pressure.
Doug, walk us through some of the action.
Maybe one of those lefts. Let's see from this angle. See, that's right to the temple, and that just combobulated him. Now, you know what? That follow-up, it hit dreadlocks.
It hit his ponytail.
It hit his head. Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm not saying if you're Tucker, it doesn't seem like it, like you got hit in the back of the head, because he's all woozy. This is a two-fisted assault. This is all to the head right here, and I think that was the third knockdown that prompted Tucker's partner to do the smart thing and throw in the towel.
He's the real deal. Can't say enough about him. Composed, true professional, speed, power. He's got it all.
Yeah, he's a natural fighter. He's got those instincts. He's not rattled by anything. He's got incredible confidence. And like I said, he's very creative with his combinations, with his punch output. He keeps his opponents guessing.
Yeah, you didn't see the same thing. He confused me.
Yeah, right.
There's a compliment if I've ever heard one.
He mixes it up.
Callum Walsh shines once again in our main event spotlight. To make it official, here's Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 2. Referee Leo Gerstel puts a halt to this fight. Your winner by TKO and still undefeated, King Callum Walsh.
Walsh getting it done in front of the UFC president, Dana White. Another knockout stoppage. Max Crosby enjoying what he saw tonight here in Boston, as we hope you did as well, watching around the world on UFC Fight Pass. To speak with our winner, here is Doug Fisher. We're going to take a look at some of the action from this fight. It was all Callum Walsh really showcasing his skills. Wesley Tucker was game, but tonight belonged to the Irishman, the undefeated fighting pride of Cork, Ireland. And the skills were on display early. Volume adding up, dropping Wesley Tucker. Tucker complained of a shot to the back of the head. Referee Leo Gersel said, I didn't see a shot to the back of the head. Dropped him again for a second time. Relentless was Callum Walsh, and he gets the win. Now we go to our Douglas Fisher.
Congratulations, Callum Walsh. Before all these fans leave the arena and go out and party on St. Patrick's Day Eve, say something to your new fans here in Boston.
Holy shit, that's all I can say, you know what I mean? I didn't expect this kind of a crowd. The turnout's unbelievable, the support is unbelievable, and Boston, I will be back.
Callum, coming into this fight, you were preparing for a 6-foot-tall Orthodox brawler in Leonardo Di Stefano Ruiz. You'd sparred with guys who were Orthodox. You weren't expecting to fight a compact southpaw, yet you didn't have any trouble. Can you walk us through how that fight went?
I always said it doesn't matter who, tell me where and when, and I'll be there. It doesn't matter who's standing across from me. I've sparred with everybody. I've a style I can adapt to anything, and I've shown that tonight. I was preparing for a completely different fighter, and I still got the job done.
What was it that first got to him? How did you put him on Queer Street?
You know, I just wanted to put the pressure on him. I wanted to work the body. He was strong. I knew he was going to be strong. He caught me with a couple of maybe stupid shots that I was warming up there, but I have a good change, you know what I mean? I've shown that in sparring and stuff, Freddie knows, but yeah, I got the job done, and that's what I do.
So Callum, you said to the fans you want to come back here as soon as possible. Let's bring in Tom Loeffler and ask him when we can see you again.
You know, we got the next fight scheduled for Callum June 9th in Los Angeles at Commerce Casino.
You know, I have an idea. I was thinking about it a while ago. There's another undefeated fighter that fought on this card at 160. Maybe we can come back and do that at 160. I know here's a big crowd here, so maybe we could do that.
You know, I saw that. You're talking about Francis Hogan. He's a middleweight, 6'3", southpaw like yourself, a lot of speed and power. Maybe next St. Patrick's Day, you guys could sell out any arena.
Absolutely, you know, that's what it's about, giving the fans what they want, good fights and selling out arenas, so that's something to think about anyway.
So Tom says you're back in June?
June 9th, but we appreciate everyone in Boston coming out. We'll definitely be back here. Like I said, this was Dana White's idea to come here. It's a great stage for Callum to fight at. He's going to be very active. We want to invite everyone here to the after party. The official after party is at the Grand. And DJ Ao, who's been playing here, he's going to be DJing.
Callum, last year you fought 4 times. Do you want to fight 4 times this year?
I'm ready to go again next week if Tom wants me to. Sure, look, what was that? 2-3 rounds, you know what I mean? I'm ready to go. And I just want to say one more thing. I just want to thank every single person that came here tonight. You know, this is unbelievable. I want to thank all the fans all around the world, all the Irish people, everyone back home in Cork, Ireland. Thank you, everybody that showed up here, my family, my friends. This is what it's all about, and I love it. Thank you.
All right, way to wrap things up, Callum. We can't wait to see you fight next. Congratulations. All right, back to you, TJ.